house at the end of a very quiet evening. You are already almost there. You can feel it, can't you? That soft, slow loosening at the edges of the day, the way everything begins to go a little quieter, a little dimmer, a little warmer. The room around you is exactly the right temperature, and somewhere, very far away, it is beginning to rain. Let's start at the beginning of the evening, not this evening necessarily, but an evening you know well, an evening that exists somewhere in the deep, comfortable part of your memory, the part that keeps all the safest things. It is the kind of evening where supper has been finished for a while now, and the dishes have been done, and there is nothing left that needs doing, nothing at all. The lamp in the corner of the room gives off a low, amber light. It does not flicker exactly, but it breathes. It seems to breathe, the way a warm thing does when the rest of the world has gone still. The light falls across the floor in a soft, unhurried shape. It touches the edge of the rug, the foot of the bed, the back of your hand resting open on the blanket. Somewhere outside, a gutter is dripping very softly, one drop at a time, finding its way down. The blanket is heavy. That is the first thing to notice about it. The weight. It is the particular luxurious weight of a thick blanket that has been washed many times, softened by years of use, familiar in the way that only very old and very loved things can be familiar. You have pulled it up around your shoulders. You have arranged yourself exactly the way you like to be arranged. Your pillow is cool on one side and warm on the other, and you have found the perfect position between them. Outside, the rain is settling in for the night. It is the unhurried kind of rain, not stormy or dramatic, but deeply, genuinely committed to being quiet and consistent. It falls on the roof above you with a sound like a very soft applause, the kind that happens when a crowd is moved but does not want to disturb the silence. It falls on the window glass and runs down in slow, wandering lines. There is a tree just outside that window. You can hear it, just barely, when the rain passes through its branches. A soft, papery sound, like someone turning a page in the next room. The leaves are moving in the gentlest possible way, just enough to let you know there is a small wind passing through, and then they are still again, still and dark and glistening. The rain does not need anything from you. It will keep going long after you are asleep. Your body is beginning to understand that this is the time for resting. You can feel it in your feet first, that wonderful heaviness that creeps up slowly, like warm water rising. Your feet are not quite part of you anymore. They are simply very comfortable, very distant weights, settled into the mattress, letting go of the day, and then your legs, slowly, and then the long, quiet muscles of your back, releasing one at a time. Think about the path that brought you here, to this room, to this particular evening. You walked in from somewhere, perhaps a long day, perhaps a long week, perhaps a long season of one thing after another, but all of that is very far behind you now, on the other side of a door that closes slowly and softly. There is no need to keep track of any of it tonight. Tonight you only need to be here, in this room, in this warmth, listening. The house itself seems to understand. Old houses know how to hold their breath in the evenings. They settle, they creak once or twice, in a language language that means everything is fine, everything is accounted for, everyone is inside. This house has done this for a very long time. It knows the rhythm of a night like this. It is holding you gently, the way a cupped hand holds something small and precious, not tightly, just steadily. There is a cup somewhere on the nightstand, or perhaps on a small table nearby. It does not matter exactly where. What matters is that it was warm not long ago, and the warmth of it is still faintly in the air. Something gentle, something with a soft smell, like chamomile, or like rain-dampened wood, or like the specific comfort that certain evenings carry in them like a gift. You do not need to reach for it. It is simply there. The lamplight has not changed. It is exactly as warm as it was before. It will stay that way. Now let's take a slow walk through a place you love. You know the one. There is always one. A place from memory, or from imagination, or from some place in between, where the two have grown together over time. Maybe it is a road through trees, the kind where the canopy is so full overhead that even rain becomes a softer thing by the time it reaches you. Or maybe it is a porch, looking out over a garden at dusk, or a kitchen with the oven still warm, the windows fogged softly with steam. Walk slowly. There is no destination, only the walking itself, the soft, unhurried movement of one step, and then another, the familiar texture of the ground beneath your feet. This place smells like it always does. You notice that first. The smell of a place carries so much, more than words can quite hold. Something green, perhaps, something wooden, or earthy, or sweet in a quiet way. Take a slow breath and let it settle into you. The light here is the same amber light as the room, low and golden, and without any sharp edges. It comes from somewhere warm, perhaps a window you are walking toward, or perhaps from the sky itself, at that hour just after the sun has gone, but before the dark has fully come. The trees are very still. The birds have already gone quiet for the evening. Everything is in the right place, doing nothing, being perfectly itself. You walk until you find somewhere to sit, a step or a bench, or simply a place in the grass that feels right. You sit, and you let yourself be heavy, and you look out at the gentle, fading world around you. There is nothing to solve here. There is nothing to plan. The evening asks nothing of you except your company, and you are very good at giving that tonight. Far away, perhaps across several fields, a light is on in a window. Someone else is settling in for the night. Come back now, slowly, to the room, the pillow, the blanket pulled up around your shoulders, the rain on the roof, still there, still patient, still falling in that same soft and steady rhythm. You are more comfortable now than you were a few minutes ago. Your shoulders have come down away from your ears. Your jaw has unclenched just slightly. Your hands are open and relaxed, resting where they are, letting go of whatever they were holding through the day. Let's think about the sounds for a moment. The rain, yes, that constant gentle percussion on the roof and the window glass, and beneath it, the low, almost imperceptible hum of the house itself, the way a building breathes when it is full and quiet and content, the occasional drip from the gutter, finding its own slow tempo, somewhere the settling of the floor, one small creak, and then silence, and then another, further away, moving through the rooms of the house like that is the best part. The silence between the drops of rain, the pause before the next gust of wind passes through the tree outside your window. Your ears can rest there, in that silence. Your mind can slow down there, in that gap between one sound and the next. There is no need to listen carefully for anything. There is nothing to alert you. There is only the soft layered music of a house at rest, in rain, in the very late evening. Your eyelids are doing what eyelids do. At this hour, in this warmth, they are becoming heavier than usual, heavier than they seem like they should be for such small, thin things. And that heaviness is lovely. It is a kind of permission. It means the day is truly finished, that your eyes have done their work and can now be still. Let them be still. Let them close and stay closed. There will be plenty of seeing tomorrow, and tomorrow is a long, unhurried distance away. The rain has found its rhythm now. It will keep this rhythm all night long. Imagine the tide. It is not far, just far enough that you cannot see it, but you know it is there. You can hear it if you listen past the rain, a long, slow exhale against a quiet shore, and then the gathering pause, and then the exhale again, in and out, in and out. The tide has been doing this since long before you were born, and it will keep doing it long after the night is over. It does not hurry. It does not hesitate. It simply goes on, and going on is all it needs to do. Your breathing is slowing. You might not have noticed it, but it is. Each breath is a little longer, a little deeper, a little more complete than the last. Your body knows the shape of falling asleep. It has done it thousands of times. It is very good at it. All you need to do is stop helping and let it happen, the way you stop holding something when you realize you don't need to carry it anymore. Let it go. Let the breath do what it knows how to do. There are stars. If you imagine the window on a clear night, which perhaps it will be by morning, after the rain has moved on, stars are very good company for falling asleep. Even when you cannot see them, you know they are there, beyond the clouds and the soft grey weather, going about their enormous, ancient, unhurried business. They do not need the sun to be present in order to exist. They simply are, and that steadiness, that fundamental isness of distant stars, is one of the most quietly comforting things in the world, if you think about it gently enough. The amber lamp in the corner is still burning. You do not need to worry about it. It will take care of itself, or it will be taken care of. And either way, there is nothing required of you. Your only task right now, your one, simple, very achievable task, is to be as comfortable as you possibly can be. Is there anything to adjust, a pillow to shift, a corner of the blanket to pull just slightly toward you? Do that now. Make yourself exactly as comfortable as you can be, and then be done with arranging. You are finished. You have done everything exactly right. The path outside, if you were to look at it from the window, would be dark and wet and gleaming under the rain, each stone catching whatever little light the clouded sky offers, and giving it back softly. No one is walking it tonight. It is a path at rest, patient for morning, perfectly content to be empty and dark and wet. You have walked that path many times, in many kinds of weather. You know every turn of it. Tonight it belongs to the rain, and that is a good arrangement. You are floating now, a little. There is that loosening in the mind that comes just before sleep. Not quite dreaming yet, but not quite thinking either. Things begin to appear and disappear gently without you asking for them. A color, a sound you heard once in a particular afternoon long ago, the feeling of a room you were happy in. These things are not demanding anything. They are only passing through, drifting like leaves on very slow water, and you can watch them or not watch them, and either way they will continue, easy and unhurried and harmless. The warmth of the blanket has become part of you now, or you have become part of it. It is difficult to say exactly where you end and the warmth begins, and that is exactly right, and that is exactly how it should feel. Your body has finished its work. Your mind is in the long, gradual process of finishing its work. Everything that needed to be carried today has been set down somewhere safe, and you know where it is, and you can find it again tomorrow without any difficulty. But not tonight. Tonight your hands are empty and open and at rest. Let the rain do the last of the thinking for you. It is very good at that. It thinks in water and weight, and the small, soft percussion of itself against every surface, the roof, the glass, the leaves of the tree, the stones of the path, the wide, patient earth beneath all of it. It thinks in rhythms that are older than words. You do not need to understand it. You only need to hear it, the way you hear something from the next room, nearby, familiar, requiring nothing. If you dream tonight, it may be about a room something like this one, or a path through trees, or a shore where the tide comes and goes in its long, unhurried breath. It may be about a light in a window, seen from far away, warm and amber and steady, the kind of light that means someone is home and everything is fine. Dreams like this are gentle things. They carry you forward through the dark hours, the way a slow current carries a boat, not pushing, only guiding, only bearing you gently along toward morning. But morning is far away. Morning is a whole, long, comfortable darkness from here, and every minute of that darkness is yours, is for you, is made of rest and warmth and the quiet rhythm of rain and your own slow breathing. You do not need to hurry through it. You do not need to do anything with it, except be inside it, which you are, which you will go on being, which requires nothing from you at all. The house is very quiet now. Even the creak of the floors has gone still. Even the gutter has paused between its drips. The rain itself has softened to something almost below hearing, a vibration more than a sound, something you feel against the roof above you as much as hear through your ears. The lamp holds its amber light, the blanket holds its warmth, the pillow holds your head. You are held on all sides by soft and patient things, and there is nothing else, and this is everything. You are almost there now. You are at the very edge of the day, standing at the door of a long and comfortable dark. The door is open. There is nothing on the other side to worry about, nothing waiting except the deep, quiet, simple fact of sleep itself. Step through whenever you are ready, or let yourself be carried through. Either way, the door is open, and the dark beyond it is warm, and the rain will come with you, and the warmth will come with you, and you will not be alone in it, and it will be very, very good. Rest now. Rest for as long as you need to. The morning will wait. The day will wait. Everything that belongs to tomorrow is already there, already arranged, already patient. Tonight is finished. This evening, this amber-lit, rain-softened, heavy-blanketed evening has been exactly what it needed to be. and so have you, and so have you. Thank you for spending this evening here, in this warm and quiet place. Let your eyes stay closed. Let your breathing stay slow and deep. The rain is still falling, somewhere soft and far away, and you can carry it with you into sleep. We'll be here again, whenever you need us. Subscribe for more whispered stories, and drift now, gently, gently, wherever the dark and the warmth decide to take you. Good night.